This image is by Pietro Antonio di Pietri. He is a Roman artist active in the later 17th and the early 18th centuries, the later phase of the Baroque period. And this drawing is for an altarpiece, which unfortunately is lost to us. But it shows the miracle of the Madonna of Loreto, which is a story which of course strikes close to the hearts of Minnesotans because it's about a woman and her cabin. In 1291, the situation is not unlikely like what we see today in the Middle East, and the Christians were being driven out. And just as the Christians were leaving, miraculously, a host of angels came and picked up the house of the Holy Family. This is the house in which Mary had grown up. It's the house in which Jesus grew up as a young man. It's the house in which Mary died, and the apostles made it a church after her death. So the angels picked it up and saved it from the Saracens and deposited it in, not Italy, as many of us think, but in Croatia. And Croatia was pretty good for a few years, and that was 1291, but in 1294, it was moved to Italy. And that situation was pretty good, but it wasn't quite good enough, so it was removed to the woods and it was brought into the town of Loreto. And this is now a place of pilgrimage. And it was certainly in the time of Pietro di Pietri. This is a drawing that I've known for a long time. I was always attracted to this drawing because of the very different characters of its two sides. As you see on the left, it's a study in the play of light. And it's almost out of control with this application of wash over the image that seems to obliterate everything when you look at it closely. But if you back up, suddenly it resolves into that study of light that I mentioned, and you see the fully formed figures. On what we call the verso of the drawing, the back side of the drawing, you see the artist working with the greatest of precision and rapidity with his pen. A very incisive study and controlled in a way that's completely opposite to what we see on the other side of the sheet. We can also see the artist varying the composition and trying out new ideas. For instance, at the upper left, on the version with all the wash on it, you see angels blowing trumpets, but on the upper right, on the back side of the drawing, there's an angel playing a lute. And so here in this one drawing, we're able to see an artist who's developing an idea and also exploiting very different aspects of his artistic persona.